Alright everybody, it's time to roll the wind. We're going to work on that little off-axis toss from down here and stick right. Someone requested that I do a video on it. I think I had mentioned it before and had not gotten around to making the video. So I wanted to get us a video going on that, see if we can do it. Now you're going to be using the 5-3 or 5-3-2-4, so all 7 set. It's not a set that I use for on-axis tossing. This is going to be an off-axis result. So when you set the dice up, you're going to be doing almost like a 3-finger grip, but you're going to be taking them and setting them on the cut edges, but in line. You're going to be raising your hand, and what you want is for them to land like so. You want this one to land, then this one to land, and they're going to land on their cut edges. That's the objective. I'll be throwing it down around the pass line. Start out with a 2-2 hard 4. Get my input ready here. 2-2. Hard 4. I see there's a little bit of a shadow down there in the landing zone, but unfortunately there's not much. I don't have any extra lighting or anything like that to use. We're going to take it. A little bit short with that one. Got a 2-4-6. Looking for a point of 4, but don't be surprised at times if you start hitting hard ways with this set and this toss. You're not going to do it every time. There's a 3-1, point made. One. And I rolled that over. Alright, so we go 5-3, 2-4, setting them on the cut edge, lofting them, letting them land on the point basically. There's a 4-6-10. Got the whole landing zone being shown. Now, this of course is not an on-axis toss. This is not a bad toss, especially if you don't have a lot of practice capabilities. 4-2-6. It's a controlled shot, but you're going to get a random result, if that makes sense. So it is a controlled, I consider it a controlled toss, but I do not consider it to be an on-axis toss at all. 5-3-8. Still looking for a point of 10. Kind of using this line right here as a guide. But I am not throwing it straight down the line. 6-1. Alright, so that was only 6 rolls for the 7. I think I've been reading this roll counter a little bit incorrectly. It's giving us the total rolls. It's giving us the total rolls, not the rolls per shooter, as you would say. I do like them to be tight. .65 yo. It'll be a pass line winner. .639. Again, all 7 set, very similar to a regular 3-fingered grip. But you're lifting them like so, up, and you want them to land like so. You don't want them to go up and then come down this way. You want them to go up and land that way. Ace deuce. Pass line winner, pass line loser. Hard 8. 44. I would say that if you practice it enough and you start getting good enough results, you could venture out onto a few hard ways as you might see them appear. It's not unusual to put a few together in a hand with this. Oh, it's way short. 538. Really looking to land them out here, and I landed that one way short. Still looking for that point of 10. You're probably not going to get super long rolls with this. That one was not a good throw. 549. So like I say, it's kind of that, you might, for some of us it might be a last resort toss. It might be, I'm really out of position, but I'm going to throw the dice anyway. Card 6. Hard 8. little string of hard ways going here. It's not a bad bit if you start out small. Personally, I'm not interested in the $1 hard way bet and parlay it, but that's just me. But I'll do a $5 hard way. Ace deuce. There's a lot of different ways to throw dice. This is not a preferred method, but it is something to put in your toolbox. 3-2-5. Four, 2, 6. Those stayed up really nice and close to the wall right there. Can be a fun set to throw. I used to think about throwing this set on some of the plastic artificial tables. Hard 6 artificial tables. Electronic tables. To me they're artificial. But you know, where I'm hearing that those things are starting to disappear. And I don't know if it's because shooters are winning too much money on them, or whether it's just so much downtime. It could be a combination of both. 1, 4. So again, let me reiterate. This is not a highly recommended toss, but if you're down here on this end, and you're not comfortable taking these dice, I'm not. I just have. It puts too much pressure on my old joints to throw this way. But I can sit here parallel to the table, lean forward a little bit, and drop them down there close to the wall. 5, 1, 6. That was a little too close to the wall. You're also going to knock yourself off hard ways. It's always something to consider. There's our point, 6, 4. No, we already hit our point. Okay, 6, 4. I'm behind on where the point was. Point's 10 again. All right. I'm assuming that that counter is correct and is doing the correct math for us up there. 6, 2, 8. See, that would knock you off your hard 8. So you'd want to have plenty of action on those on those even numbers. Answer. Hello? Sorry there, I had to pause that. I'm sure you heard me saying hello, hello, but I couldn't figure out if I was pausing it or not. So let's see if that cooled me down, because I was on a hot roll. That was an important phone call from a friend. That was a nasty throw. 4-2. We'll take a 6 on an ugly throw any day of the week. You notice we're getting a lot of even numbers also. Seems like we are. Let's see. Yeah. 6s and 8s are ruling today. Question ultimately would become then, what do you do? Because I'm looking there, we got a lot of, we only need a few certain ones for the ATS, right? Oh, there's one of them we needed. We needed that 6-6. Both die. So we'll remember that. It didn't take. I got to go down here and move this. Sorry about that. I'm still learning how to handle 2 different screens going on at the same time here. All right, so we got the tall. We got the tall. The tall's a winner. If you want to turn it around and see, but I'm not going to do that yet. So we just need aces. Six, 5, yo. Okay, let's do it. Let's go with the 5, 4, 2, 3. Just to see. I mean, that 12 was a long ways away. Down the line, kind of, so to speak. You're making your money on 6s and 8s on this toss anyway. There's close. Ace deuce. Five, 4, 2, 3. All we did was change the positions of the 6s and the 1s, basically. 4, 2, 6. Now again, also keep in mind, I am tossing down to the harder surface on my table. So if your table has more bounce than what I'm throwing on, you're going to have to adjust your arc a little bit. Don't get carried away with it. Adjust your arc and adjust your landing zone. Hard 6. It's a lot of hard ways. I wish they had the other counter going. Hard 6. It's funny how that shadow looks so good or so defined on that screen. Doesn't look so bad down here. That was a runaway, 5-3. You're getting a pretty good view I think. You can see my launch. You can't see them in the air, but you can see them come down, I think. Go to the center a little bit. 5-4-9. Six, 2, 8. We've had 8 6s. We've had 7 8s. But I think that's combined between the total of the rolls. Still trying to figure out this tracker a little bit. Anyway, it's kind of nice to have. I don't have to fool with chips unless I'm doing actually do some betting. Six, 4, 10. Had 3 10s. Oh, we need a 4. We haven't hit a 4. I see that. We need a 2 and a 4 for the small. Big roll back. 5-1. According to that little symbols up there, we got some fires going on too. Six, 3. Whoops, rolled that over. Hopefully you saw it. It's not a 6-4, it was a 6-3. Let's go with that 5-4-2-3 a little longer. And I'll turn the 6s the other way. 6-3 again. Alright, so let's go back to our original all 7 set. See if we can pick up at least the 4. It's almost embarrassing not to have a 4. Four, 2, 6. So I wouldn't call this dice control by any means. controlled toss to some extent. Six four. 6-4. No, we've hit a fire bed on it by now. There we go, 5-2. That right die took a weird, it like tried to die right there and then suddenly it dug in or something. All right, so we finally 7'd out. So I'm not going to edit out those hellos if you heard them, so that you'll know I didn't make any changes to the video other than I did just pause it for a short period of time. All right, so we got a SRR of 19. We threw 2 7s and 38 rolls with that. That is well beyond the mathematical norms. That is well beyond what you would normally expect. I'm going to be extremely honest with you. But if you can get tosses in that 7 to 10 category with this, you're doing well. Make your early bets, do some regressions, or do minimal bets, presses, and then some regressions. Protect your bankroll. Whatever you do, always protect your bankroll. Protect your buy-in, get it back off the table. But I do believe with 10 6s, 7 8s, and 5 9s, I could have made a little money off of that. More than just a little. I think we would have made pretty good. So practice that toss if you need to. If you need to add this to your arsenal, do. If you don't, hit the like button and go on to the next video. I'm not claiming that this is going to do this for you every time. You've got to practice. But the main thing is, I guess this is for the folks who don't have a stick right 2 type of toss. They don't have one that they're comfortable with, and they need something else in their playbook for those out of position tosses. So for that, I would recommend something along this lines. That or the other video where I'm throwing from stick left 1 into the turn. For me, both of these shots are comfortable. Age, arthritis, ability to grip the dice, all those types of things come into play. So if you have trouble with your fingers or this or that, this might be a toss for you, especially if you're out of position. You can also attempt this toss from straight out, though I would make a few changes. We might go into that in another video. All right, everybody. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for subscribing, for those of you that have. If you have not, let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'll try to make it right for you. I say that because the more viewership we get, the faster we grow, the more members we have, not members, but subscribers we have, the more YouTube will put us out there, promote the channel through their algorithms and so forth. But I want you to all know I do appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that subscribed, and I'm honored that you spend a few minutes of your day. We're almost at 30 minutes, a little bit longer than I expected, but we had a heck of a toss, so what can I say? It's a good one to practice. Practice like you play. Play like you practice. Go roll to win, folks. Go roll to win.